And now a voicemail from an online school where we're having technical problems and they want to mark me absent.
As you know, the entire world is going through a global shift. Employment has changed forever. However, one thing that never changes is how important skill and hard skill. Don't put yourself at a disadvantage. You've already missed one of your classes. Reschedule now and stay focused on your future. To reschedule, click the link in the emails we have sent you or log into your account. We look forward to seeing you on your course and getting back on track.
Right. Maybe your classes should work and be available. All right, now the voices of Blue Cross Blue Shield. This was actually a phone call for Harold, but it came to me.
Hi, good afternoon. This message is for Dave.
Yes.
Dave, this is Ty giving you a call back from CareMore.
Yeah, I remember
we're a doctor's office partnered with Empire Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right.
We had spoke some months ago in regards to Mr. Harold Kenyon and the referral that Empire has sent to the practice. Then asked that I check back in. If you would, please give me a call back at your convenience, of course. My phone number.
Okay.
The following program is rated D for dumb.
All right. We'll get back to those voicemails and explain why I even play them at the top of the show. But here's something that doesn't need an explanation. There's a man named Hal in Philly. And he wrote a song a long time ago, and it's called Going for a Drive. Let's hear it. How about Hal?
9 o'clock, I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me, my best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the broody kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
All right, here I am, and there you are. Where are you? I'm in my car. Is this a Dr. Seuss poem? Well, I don't think so. You guys ready to dumb it down? Yeah, I went with the rhymes, and then I quickly said, what am I doing? I don't rhyme, I don't rap, I just talk. We talk about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Alex Exum, for doing the intro at the top of the show. ALEXEXUM, AlexExum.com. And thank you, Hal in Philly. Hal in Philly for that great song, Going for a Drive. Don't forget to check them out on Bandcamp. Go to Bandcamp. I still haven't done it myself. I keep on saying I'm going to do it. I keep on forgetting to do it. Go to bandcamp.com and you could buy that song for $1. Where else can you buy a song for $1? It's a hit song. It's called Going for a Drive. Written, composed, and produced, and directed, and all that good stuff by Hal in Philly. Help Hal out by buying a copy of a song. By the way, you could buy it for $1. You could buy it and donate more than $1 if you want to, if you're so kind. And also you could buy them as Christmas gift. The holidays are coming up. Hanukkah's coming up. Holidays, all those holidays. So you can buy them for your friends and just email them to them. Say, hey, man, I heard this great song called Going for a Drive. So we just give you like a little bit of a 30-second sample here. But the song is like 4 minutes. So for $1, I mean, come on. It's and you help Hal out because he's largely affected by the COVID that he can't do his gigs, can't go out and play. He's a musician. So it's a great song, and it's unfortunate that musicians all over the United States are affected, by COVID. Yeah, yawning is also a good idea for your show. People love that. If you could support me and yawn while I yawn. Oh, my God. So anyway, I hope that's not a sign of things to come for the next half hour. And thank you to Linda from Awesome Insanity Surfers for providing the AI verses. You heard Harry at the beginning of the show.
The following program is rated D for dumb.
Yes, rated D for dumb. Rated D for dumb. So, so let's go to, what is it? It's October 16th. Right now it's October 16th. It's 8:51 in the morning. And guess what? It is raining. It is not a beautiful day in New York. No, it is raining. It's not raining hard. It's raining enough. There's water everywhere. wet ground, wet wipers, wet grass, everything's wet, which is fine. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything anyway, and it's a Friday, so it's not like, no big deal. But we've had nice weather. I could have done like 4 or 5, I don't know how many podcasts in the last couple of weeks, all beautiful weather days, sunshine and beautiful. Anyway, I did do a YouTube video. I did do a Dave's Fit Life. If you haven't checked me out yet, you go to YouTube and you can see me at Dave's Fit Life. I think if you put it in, it should. Well, I don't know if it's in the show notes, but you could also go to davesfitlife.com and you could watch my videos on my website. There's also davesfitlife.com. So that's all goes to the same place. davesfitlife.com, davecanyon.com, Canyon with a K, Kanyan. Somebody I know misspelled it the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not talking to you no more. I'll tell you that story maybe this episode, maybe not in another episode. There's a lot more to the story than him just misspelling my name. But I will tease you and tell that story maybe another time. Maybe this episode. I haven't really planned it out. And for those of you who have never listened before, I usually don't plan out any of these shows. I just hit the button and go. Okay, so it's Friday morning, 8:53 in the morning, raining. It's October 16th. A couple more weeks before the election. I haven't really been talking about the election. I think I did an episode called Joe Biden will lose huge. That he's going to lose huge. I still think he's going to lose. I think he's going to lose huge. There are nights where I go down the road, I go, I don't know. It's a little, Trump didn't exactly hit it out of the park in the first debate. And yesterday they had those town halls, which I didn't watch. But I hear that he got really beat up pretty bad, although he probably came out of it pretty good. But Savannah, whoever her name is, I guess for the Today Show, really let him have it. And Joe Biden was getting softballs, or beach balls, whatever, tossed in by, what's his name from Good Morning America? So George Stephanopoulos. So anyway, that's the media. They're going to favor him. They're going to help him out because they know he's old and tired. You don't want to, talk to him about his son or emails or things like that. But whatever. I don't know if that's going to work to his favor or not, but we'll see. So I don't really do politics because I don't know politics, but I can speak to the human behavior aspect of it. And I did say that Biden was going to lose huge because I believe that Trump is the same candidate he was 4 years ago, although he's lost the element of surprise, right? And there might be a little Trump fatigue. I believe that there might be some of that. But Biden is nowhere near the candidate that Hillary was, and Hillary was nowhere the candidate that Obama was or Bill Clinton. So my point being that I think that Biden is just going to lose big, and he picked a loser VP, even worse than him. Couldn't even get it out of the first primary or whatever. Just a bad situation. And the Democratic Party is going to get what they deserve because what they should have done is supported Bernie. That's what they should have done. They should have went with the hottest ticket. And he was hot. He had the youth. He had the black population. He had women. He had everybody. Big crowds every time he spoke. Raised a lot of money. Biden, not really attracting a crowd. So, oh boy, a lot of yawning. I didn't think I was going to yawn this much. I clocked out about an hour or so ago. I was involved in a couple of vortexes. I don't think that was a good idea. Anyway, well, if I keep on yawning, then maybe I won't do the show. Maybe I'll redo it. But just understand that I'm a truck driver. I work nights. For those of you who haven't listened to the show before, so I just did a 14-hour day of driving at night. I really should always say it's a 14-hour night. Because when you say 14-hour day, it sounds like, oh yeah, it's a big deal. No, it's not. It's a 14-hour night. It's all night. Anyway, so where are we with this podcast? We're going to do some listeners' comments today. The voicemails. Maybe we won't get to it. We'll see. I want to get to it, but let me see. Which one was first?
As you know, the entire world is going through a global...
What?
Employment has changed forever.
What?
However, it never changes how important...
Funny is that? However...
You've already missed one of your classes.
Yeah.
Reschedule now and stay focused on your future.
Okay, whatever.
Reschedule, click the link in the email.
So this place I signed up for, I wanted to take a video editing class. And class number 1, no problem. Watched it, very basic, no big deal. No quiz, no homework, whatever. Episode number 2, same thing. Basic, whatever topic they talk about was all video editing, and then boom, done. Then I get to class number 3, and it won't play. Episode number 3 wouldn't play 4 days in a row. I try to get it to play. And you can't, reschedule it for, in an hour. So whatever it wasn't my computer. It's them. Because I get an email from somebody says, oh, yeah, sometimes our instructors are a little overzealous. So they schedule a class. Meanwhile, they don't have everything prepared. I was like, what? Thank God this is free. It's like a free trial. Free 30-day trial, but I don't even think I'm going to make it back to it because I've spent so much time and energy on it. Nothing works. It's called the Shaw Academy, S-H-A-W. So they've been nice. They gave me another 30 days of free trial, and they unlocked a couple of things and was supposedly working on some other stuff, but I don't know if I'm really that interested anymore. You give somebody a chance, and then they burn you once, you go, oh, okay. Burn me twice, you go, uh-oh. But the third and fourth time, it's like, you know what? You guys don't have your stuff together. And this is ridiculous that you advertise a video editing class. And I'm glad that I was going to get... And by the way, it's 4 modules. So the way they had it is you only could do two lessons a week. So there's 8 lessons probably on each class. I don't know. This one at 8. And I would have been done by the end of the month. And then I've been so intrigued by module 1 that, of course I want to sign up for module 2, which means now I have to sign up for the class and pay for it. That's why they give you the first 30 days free. And probably the first class is always 8 lessons, and it's also basic, and you just want to do more because you did so well in the first 8 classes. But I never made it into class 3, or out of class 3. Well, anyway, somebody did call me. He actually called me from England. Somebody did actually call me from England, from the Shaw Academy, and gave me some stuff, free, whatever. I went, okay, sounds good. And they said, all right, so definitely, use this code and unlock and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I haven't done anything. It's been a week. I haven't gone back to it. And now it's a constant bombardment of this and that. And I'm like, 67% off, 80% off. I'm like, oh, my, you guys are lunatics. So they're turning me over. The more they call me, the more I'm walking away from this. But I can't fault them for trying. It's just that, hey, it should have worked the first time. Hold on, there's a spider on my windshield. I'm going to kill it. It's on the inside. It's on the inside. How do you get in here? Oh, I'm going to miss. Oh, I got it. Okay, I just killed a spider. There you go. Live death here at Dumbing It Down with Dave. Fastest podcast on earth, traveling at the rate of speed of 60 miles an hour in the rain on the New York State Thruway, southbound, during my commute to and from work. So this one is actually from work. Maybe I'll do one Saturday. I don't know. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because I usually never live up to it. So yes, I do it during my commute to and from work. Talk about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. And it's raining. It's usually a sunny day when I do a podcast. Today it's raining. All right, voicemail number 2.
Hi, good afternoon. This message is for Dave.
Yes.
Dave, this is Ty.
Hi, Ty.
A call back from Caremore.
I remember you, yes.
We're a doctor's office partnered with Empire Blue Cross
Blue
Shield.
Right.
We had spoke some months ago
in
regards to Mr. Harold
Nice
Kenyon
conversation,
and
yes.
a referral that Empire has.
A referral, important word to remember.
I'm then asked that I check back in. If you would, please give me a call back at your convenience.
Okay.
Of course, my phone number.
All right. So here's the deal with Ty and Blue Cross Blue Shield. So my mother was still alive, was she? I think she was still alive at the time. I think so. Doesn't really matter. So they have this thing. Check this out. You know how people are always saying, oh, medical, too much money. Oh, medical, too much money. Whatever. I'm not mocking them. I'm saying, oh, medical to insurance. You can't get any good care. Okay. Well, check this out. So I get a phone call. This is the second time I've ever gotten this phone call. I get a phone call from the same woman, Ty, from Blue Cross Blue Shield, or whatever doctor's thing, whatever it is, saying there's a referral for, I think, a nurse practitioner. They might have said that. I don't know if they said it just now in the voicemail. Somebody's going to come to the house. This is what, if my father agrees. Somebody's going to come to the house. Let me see. Hold on.
Hi, good afternoon. This message is for Dave. Dave, this is Ty giving you a call back from Caremore. Aspire, we're a doctor's office partnered with Empire Blue Cross Blue Shield. We had spoke some months ago in regards to Mr. Harold Kenyon and the referral that Empire has sent to the practice. I'm then asked that I check back in. If you would, please give me a call back at your convenience, of course. Okay,
so they don't say in this phone call, but it was either a nurse or a nurse practitioner, was going to come to my father's apartment. My father would not do any traveling. right? And 0 traveling at the age of 82. Somebody was going to come to the apartment and look into him. Like, hey, how you doing? But they were going to check his blood pressure, make him stick out his tongue and say, and whatever else, if he needed a prescription, they were going to fill the prescription for him. They were going to give him a checkup. And they were going to come, I forgot what they told me at the time. I think it was either every other month or they were going to come every 6 months or something. There was some sort of program that he was going to be involved in. And I told him this over the phone because I spoke to Ty. By the way, at the time I had power of attorney. By the way, at the time I was doing all these things. My mother was still alive. So, there was a lot going on between me, my mom, and my dad. And for those of you that don't know, my parents are deaf. DEAF. That's why I get these phone calls. Because, you can call my dad and you can have a conversation with him, but it's going to be through an interpreter. So, these people called me directly. I called my dad and I tell him about this program. Dad, this is really great. Check this out. I just got a phone. By the way, I'm all excited. Why am I excited? Why? Why am I excited for my father? Why? Because he's going to get something for free? Yeah, a little bit. And somebody's going to check in on him? Yeah, a little bit. Sure. And it's really a good idea because, he's old and it's good that somebody comes in and checks on him. And that doesn't mean he doesn't get to go to his doctor regularly. Somebody just comes and checks in on him on a semi-regular basis. So I'm all excited about it because it's for my dad. My dad, who I don't get along with. That's not we don't get along. We just don't do anything. We don't do anything father-son-like because he's not interested in that. That's not what I'm here on this planet for. I'm here like a service dog. I'm here at his beck and call. When he needs me, I come forth. I hear the whistle. It sounds like this. It's very hard to hear. It's a hard of hearing whistle. It's a whistle that the deaf can't even hear it, but they know how to blow the whistle. How do you like that instrument? It's a special service whistle that even the deaf can't hear, but they know how to blow into it, and it makes their children appear. And the children do anything that they're commanded to do because they're CODAs, children of deaf adults, CODA. So I'm so excited. I called. I said, Dad, this is great. I just got a phone call from Blue. I said, I got to tell you something. That's what I said. I got to tell you something. And I'm talking through an interpreter. He goes, yeah, what's going on? I said, I got good news for you. He goes, oh, really? Yeah. Blue Cross and Blue Shield just called me. And they have this program, and it's all free. I always start off because I know if I don't say free at the beginning, he's going to say at the end, and he's going to say, no, I don't want to pay for it. I know he's going to say that. But I intrigue him with the free. See, I'm good with the communication sometimes. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. I create a little buffer. So, Blue Cross Blue Shield, they got this thing. It's really great. It's free. Right? Absolutely free. You don't have to pay nothing. They're going to send you over every so often a nurse practitioner. I think I just said nurse because I don't know if I'm sure there's a sign for practitioner, but I said, just try to make it easy on the interpreter. And I said, Dad, this is great. They're going to come to the house. They're going to check your tongue. They're going to check the blood pressure. I don't know if they'll take blood, but they'll check your eyes and they'll write a prescription and they'll just come to your apartment. You still can go to your doctor. You still do whatever you're going to do normally. This is just them giving you a little extra and you don't pay for any of it. 100%. And the lady said, no, you don't pay for anything. This is all a referral. They created a program. Blue Cross Blue Shield created. I don't know why they would create something that doesn't make any money. Everybody's all about making money. So maybe I'm naive. Maybe there's something wrong with this program. But anyway, I was so excited. I really was. I want you to know that. I was overjoyed. I was like, oh, this is great. My father's going to get something. He likes that. And I'm going to bring it to him because I'm his son. And he's going to say, wow, son, great job. Great job. That's so great. I love when you call because you just do so many things for me. You're like the greatest son ever. You're always like Googling things for me. And you do great. You get the cheapest prices on things. And I have you calling all over the world for stuff that I want. And, I never realized that after 57 years, you're like the greatest son ever. And now you're telling me I'm going to get free medical care? Oh, my God, you're just full of good news. Yes, I am, Dad. Yes, I am, because I work hard for you. Because I care even though you don't care. Well, after selling them up on this really great deal, he goes, no. Like that. Like, I didn't know that deaf people knew how to say no more than once, but I guess he does. He goes, no. I said, with that, what's the matter? He says, I don't want it. No. Tell him no. I said, what do you mean no? That it's free medical care. Blue Cross Blue Shield. You know them. You've been dealing with them for 100 years. They know you, and you've given them a lot of money. You've already given them money. By the way, I know it's not free. It's free, but, my father's already paid for all of this. So have you, by the way, guys. You paid for it. You paid for everything. So anytime if these people offer you free, so yeah, that's not free. I paid for it. There's no way you guys are just absolutely going to give me something for free. Why would you do that? Why would Blue Cross Blue Shield do that? They got to have the money somewhere, right? I mean, my father gave him money all these years for all that medical stuff. Anyway, so he says, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want him to come. Tell him no. Tell him not to come. I said, Dad, nobody's coming. I didn't agree to anything yet. But I really didn't think there was going to be a question about this. You don't have to go on the bus. You don't have to go to Manhattan. I like to go to Manhattan. Yeah, but you could still go to Manhattan because he loves going. Him and my mom, when my mom were alive, they used to love to go to Cornell or whatever it is down in the, in Manhattan. They love taking the bus. They call it the limo because my mother has this pass, which she no longer has because she's no longer alive. And for some reason, my father never got these passes, but my mother got this like half price, MTA, Mass Transit Authority, the New York Mass Transit. So they would take this special bus, for handicap or whatever, and what do they call it? Like a service bus, whatever, and an ambulette or some sort of, almost like that. Not really an ambulette, but a handicap bus. Anyway, and they love going to Manhattan. It's a long ride, but they love it, and they know the guy. They know this. It's the same route driver that does this, and they tell me that they call it the limo, and they love sitting there, and the bus is empty because sometimes it's just 2 people, sometimes it's 5 people. But they don't stop at all the bus stops and pick up people. You got to make an appointment. You got to call the limo company. Say, hey, I got to go to the doctor, Cornell, Manhattan. East 37th Street. They go, yeah, we know that. Well, we know we go there. So yeah, so be out on the corner at 8:00. We'll come pick you up. So my parents call it the limo. They love going to Manhattan. They go to Cornell and they do their doctor's visits. When people get older, they love their doctor's visits. So anyway. He says, no. I'm like, what? No. And I'm like demoralized. I said, Dad, why would you say no? You don't have to leave the house. They're going to come to you. They're going to come to you in your kitchen. You're going to sit there, tell you to put out your arm. They can check your blood pressure, stick out your tongue. They put a stick in your mouth. They check your ears, your eyeballs. If you have any issues, you tell the nurse to say, listen, I'm having an issue. Because you're 82. When she asks you if you have an issue, you're not going to say, hey, you know what? Funny thing, I'm getting better every day. I think I'm Benjamin Button. I think I'm Harold Button. I'm going backwards in health. No, you're not going to say that. You're going to say, yeah, I have an ache. What do you have for an ache? What do you got in your bag? Why don't you fill me out some sort of ache prescription? So he said no. I was like so demoralized. I remember when it happened, I'm like, why is my father saying no to free medical care? Who says no to free medical care when you're 82 and you're on a fixed income? Why would you say no? You mean no? No to leaving the house? No to, what are you saying no to? No to. Anyway, so when it became very clear that he said no, I said, okay, well, it's up to you. So, well, anyway, so that's what happens when you're dealing with a senior. I don't think it has anything with him being deaf. It's just about him being a senior and his head being all messed up. Whatever he thinks, I don't know. I spoke to a cousin of his or an uncle of his or whatever. He says, yeah, your father has his own like defense systems and mechanisms, whatever, and for whatever reason, this doesn't work for him. I said, yeah, but you understand, it doesn't work for me if he doesn't get medical attention because he's just going to wait until he gets sick. That's what he's going to do. Is that what most people do? He doesn't do preventative. He's not interested in preventative. He's interested in living his life. And when he gets sick, and then he burdens you with his sickness. So that was really demoralizing. And they called me back, as you witnessed in that phone call. And I didn't get that phone call. Obviously, it was a voicemail. But I did call back, and I spoke to somebody else because I called them during my afternoon commute. And whatever reason. And I told them, listen, I don't have power of attorney. And I don't take care of these things anymore. You're going to have to speak to my sister. So I referred it to my sister. So I don't know what happened. Nobody has called me yet to tell me anything. And I haven't called my father to ask him because I don't want to open that can of worms in case, I just don't want to open a can of worms. I don't think my sister and him talked about it. I don't think anybody's doing anything about anything. I don't think they're doing a pre-need. God forbid he should pass away. I don't think there's been any arrangements made, even though we talked about it last time. Say, listen, we got to do the pre-need before Dad dies. We got to do pre-need. So it probably hasn't happened. So when he finally passes away, I'll probably get a phone call. And then I'll say, oh, okay, so tell me about the funeral arrangements. And my sister go, what funeral arrangements? And I'll say, what have you been doing all this time? And I'll probably start laughing. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll get angry. And I'll go, what have you been doing this all this time? See, that's two different voices. There's I'm laughing so hard because it's such a ridiculous situation. So I'll go, what have you been doing all this time? Like that, right? And then there's Angry Dave where I go, what have you been doing all this time? Is that good acting? That's pretty good, right? I don't understand. Mom's been dead for a year now. And you've been at power of attorney for a year. You didn't make plans? That's how I'm going to sound. You didn't call Sherman? It's called Sherman's, Funeral Homes or Us. I don't know what it's called. Didn't we go through this once before? I took care of Mom. Now you take care of Dad. Dad's dead. Call Sherman. Tell him that you need a coffin. Tell him that you don't want nothing fancy, nothing extra. Nothing. I just want basic burial. Anyway, so that's what's happening with my dad. I can't believe he refused it. I'm exhausted right now. Let me just tell you quickly about my woodpecker. I got a woodpecker at my house. And although yesterday was the first day in about 2 weeks, he wasn't pecking and keeping me awake. But I'm posting pictures on the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. So if you have anything you want to see, talk about, post, whatever, go to the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. It's on Facebook. And you know what it's called? It's called the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. So it's pretty easy to find. I'm pulling over actually here at Cooksack, New York. I'm at the Dairy Mart. I got to get some coffee. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm doing a podcast under duress. It's terrible. So yes, I got this woodpecker. So if I haven't posted these pictures, I'll wait till I get home. I got all these pictures posted and of the damage that the woodpecker did and what we tried to do. We put up a cookie sheet. He's pecking at an air conditioning box. We have a box. It's almost like a cardboard box, but it's not. And we put it around the air conditioner, and he's pecking at it, and he's already put a hole in it. So, but on the other side of the hole is the air conditioner. So there's, I don't know what he's. I don't want him mating in there. I don't want him using it as a bachelor pad. It's not fair. I don't want that. I can't have a bachelor pad. Nobody gets a bachelor pad. So woodpecker and that. So let me just do this real quickly because I always forget this. What did I do? All right, let's do this. All right, for those of you who want to leave a comment, you're listening on Spotify or some of these other crazy platforms that I have that don't have a chat room, a place that you can type something. You can call. You have something to say about this episode or any episode, call the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline. It's also called the Dumb Line. And that number is 3477 I am dumb. The letter I, the letter M, dumb. 3477 I am dumb. Or numerically 347-746-3862. 746-3862. All right, and I love when you guys, I can't wait to catch up on your messages, your comments, because they've been better and better and more. It's going to make the show very interesting once I finally get to it. I can't wait. Okay. It's time to go get a cup of coffee and then go for a drive. What do you think, Hal? Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills Take care. All right, take care, guys. I hope the sound quality was good. I'm sorry for the yawning. Bye.